Hello everyone, in today's video I will be teaching you how to rig the mast, the jib, and the main. For rigging the mast, what you want to do is unlatch the mast gate. So if you can see, there's a thing here and you have to unscrew that, and about twice a season you should grease it a lot because it rusts a lot. And when you unscrew that, this just slides out. And what you want to do is you want to slide the mast in at an angle so that it gets into this well. See in there? That well.
Pretty hard to see.
Okay, right in there. And then you can just start to push the mast up. And then you close the mast gate. But before you do that, this is really important. Before you do that, you want to rig the spinnaker and main and jib halyards. So for the spinnaker halyard, this would be untied. And you would put that in the, there's a pulley up there, and you would put it through the pulley. For the jib halyard, what you would do is you would put that through the pulley there, so it's the lower pulley, and then I just tie an 8-knot here and then cleat it to stop it from banging against the mast. And then for the main halyard, you use the pulley at the top of the mast. And I'm just using this cleat for now to hold it in place. And I tied an 8-knot just like the jib halyard. So then, once you raise your mast and you have the mast gate locked, you want to put the stays on. So keep in mind that on stays, you want the stays lower in more wind and higher in less wind. So I'm not going to sail it today, so I'm not going to be adjusting them. But so all you do is you unscrew this, and then you can just push that in. And then you screw it back in, so that just rotates. It's a very simple system. And now I'm going to start rigging the main. So now what you want to do is untie your main halyard. So I'm just going to untie that 8-knot quickly. By the way, if you guys are wondering, we are going to have tutorials on all these knots linked, and they'll be on the channel and then
in the description.
What I have is I have a tutorial on this knot. I forget the name right now, but a bunch of half hitches or an 8-knot works. All it is to take up space, and I'll show you why. Hold that, Noah. Sorry, I was just talking to my cameraman. So what you do is you bunch the line like this, and you put it through the top of your main, and you put this through there, and when you have pressure on it, it tightens, and that stops the line from going through. So then you don't have to worry about untying a line with pressure on it. So that is insanely helpful. Again, I will have a lesson on untying it. So then what you want to do is, in one hand you want to hold the halyard, and in the other you want to hold the sail and feed it. So Noah, please stop.
Okay.
So what you want to do is I'm just going to rotate the mast because the mast rotates, so I'm going to make it easier.
It rotates a bit.
You want to feed it in and start pulling it up.
Make sure it's fed properly.
It's best if you have sailing gloves to wear them because it can sometimes be hard to pull it up. One sec. When the spreaders come, they're always a bit harder. Not the spreaders, the battens. They're always a bit harder to get in. But if you feel any resistance, you should refeed and go down a bit because that's why it doesn't work. I'm just going to ask my brother to feed it away.
Stephanie.
pause the video. Okay, now that you have your main up, the first thing you want to do is you want to attach your boom. This is a really great system. All you have to do is you just push it in and it locks. Now I'm going to walk you through how to do the vane. So over here, what you have to do is, these are untied, and you put the pulley through here, and you can tie 8 knots. I did half hitches. You tie those there, and then it can't go anywhere. Then down here, you have a shackle, and you just do that. That's very simple. Now I'm going to walk you through the traveler system. So you're going to start back here, and you see this? What you want to do is you want to loop one end of the line through the back of the pulley, and then you can tie an 8 knot. I don't even know what I did here. It looks like gibberish knot. And then you loop it, and then you pull it down through here, and you loop it through here. Then you loop it through here, so that creates the tension back here. Then you put it through here, and this is super important because if you didn't have this and you were to jibe, the tension would be loose and it would get you under the neck, and that could seriously harm you. Then you put it through here and through here. So that's pretty self-explanatory, but if you want more information on that, you can find it in the owner's manual. Then over here, I have the downhaul, which what you do is you feed it through here. You put it in this cleat, and you just pull down. Now then, over here, what you want to do is, this gets fed into here. See this black line? That gets fed into here. And then this gets tied. So we did a bowline. And then this line gets fed up to, through here and up to there. So that is your out haul. So that can keep your sail tight or loose. So it can form a pocket. So for light sailing, for light wind, downwind sailing, you want that. For upwind, heavy wind sailing, you don't. So then over here, you just hook that in. I'm not going to do it right now because it's going to catch wind, and I don't want that to happen because it's on a dolly right now, and that will flip it over. So that's your mainsail. Okay, everyone, so the first thing you want to do for the jib sheet is just uncleat it, which is very simple. Then I just need to crawl onto the boat and undo my 8 knot. Make sure that's not tangled. And then what you want to do is the same thing as the mainsail. Over here I have an 8 knot. And I put this like this. I feed it into here, which is harder than it looks. And then I loop it like so. And then as pressure gets put on it, it gets tighter and tighter. And then you grab the halyard and you start pulling it up. And this is a lot easier than the mainsail, by the way. Then what you want to do is, once you have it a decent amount up, you want to tie a bowline on your rope. About, once you have it, when you think it's the highest, you want to tie a bowline on your rope about 5 inches above the cleat, so that then you can, come here Noah, then you can loop it like that, put it through here. Let me tie this. And then you can tighten that, and then you cleat that. One sec. And then what you want to do is, once you know that it's fully up, make sure it's untangled. you want to loop this under here. Tie that through there. And then you want to do, 1 second, I hoisted my thing too high. What I should have done is kept it a bit lower first, tied it, and then hoisted it. I got a bit carried away with the hoisting. So, 1 sec. So, what you want to do is you want to go like that, and then just tie a bunch of half hitches. I'll have a video on how to do half hitches. So I just did 4 half hitches, and now you want to hoist this thing up fully, and that's when you're going to need the pulley. And once you have it up, you just want to cleat it. I think it goes up higher. And then once it's cleated, then you want to attach the jib sheets, which is very self-explanatory.
So I was just in the video.
So you grab these and you put them through here. And then you put them through the teeth. And then you want to tie the ends together once they're through. So for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to bother doing that. Because once I finish this video, I'm going to have to untie them. So you want to tie an 8 knot at the end so that when and if you capsize, you don't have a bunch of lines in the water. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.